Hello everyone, it's Bangerz here, and today we're going to go over the top 5 ranged DPS classes for progress raiding in the new raid Sepulcher of the first ones in patch 9.2. So, in the 5th spot of the rankings I have the Hunter. The reason why I've got the Hunters in the 5th spot is mainly because one, they're very squishy on progress, they don't really have too many DRs to stay alive in the hard moments of hard fights. Their single target isn't too great, but however they have insane AoE for 4 to 5 targets, or even 3 targets as well really. They're probably actually one of the highest AoE classes in the game for that many targets. So Hunters will definitely have their spot in a raid somewhere on some bosses, but for me, they're probably one of the lower ends of the ranged DPS classes at this moment of time. In the 4th spot, we have the Elemental Shaman. Elemental Shamans are really tanky, so they are actually quite a good progress spec. They have great mobility with the Windrush Totem, Ghost Wolf, all these sort of things are pretty good on progress. But the reason why I have the Shaman in the 4th spot is because their 4-piece is probably one of the best tier sets in the game right now for ranged DPS. I think it is pretty insane, especially for single target. So if your Elite Shaman can get the 4-piece, which we all know is going to be pretty hard, then they will definitely be up there and probably used on most fights if they have 4-piece. So yeah, that's why I have the Elemental Shaman in the 4th spot. In the 3rd spot, we have the Mage. The reason why I have the Mage in the 3rd spot is firstly, basically, a Mage on progress is unkillable. You have Cheat Death, you have Alter Time, you have Shields, you've got Ice Block. There's just so many mirror images, there's so many things which a Mage can use on progress, which is really strong. Obviously, you've got really good mobility with blinks and stuff like that. And the best thing about a mage is you have 3 different specs which are all good at different sort of things. So you've got Fire Mage, which is probably going to be their most go-to spec. Frost Mage, pretty good 2-target cleave. Arcane, really bursty. So when you've got a class like that, it's just a safety pick to gear, right? Obviously, you also bring a buff and lust and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, mages are going to be... I don't think they're going to be too... You're not going to see too many mages, but you're obviously definitely going to see them in the race, and they will definitely have their niches for certain bosses for sure. In 2nd spot, we've got the Druid. So Druids are just really good progress specs. You'll never see them at the top of the sims. However, they've got 2 Covenants which are really going to have their niches in certain scenarios, which are obviously Night Fae and Ventfear. When you've got 2 Covenants that are good at certain things, you're just basically covering all the bases, which is obviously going to be really good for progress. They obviously bring Innovate, which is really good. They bring Raw. They're also another very tanky class with Bear Form, you know, Moonkin Armor, all that sort of stuff. Moonkins will definitely be on progress. You're probably you might see a couple. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to give anything away of how many we're going to take, etc, etc. But Druids you'll definitely see in the progress raiding scene. But yeah, buff Druids because we need to do more damage anyway. And reigning at the top spot for me is the Warlock. Warlocks are in a really strong spot right now. They've got 2 specs which are going to be very good in different scenarios, in Destruction and Demonology. They've got a good tier set. Demonology is I think the highest single target sim in class right now. So obviously that is going to be pretty insane. A Warlock is unkillable. You bring lots of utility to the raid in Hellstones, Warlock gateways, you know, portals, all these sort of things. So I've definitely got the Warlock at number 1. And I think with 4-set, Destruction could be very insane on AoE. So you might see some uses there if the Warlocks can get 4-piece. But yeah, overall, Warlock definitely takes the top spot for now. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of purple classes in the race to world first. So to conclude this video, we have the Hunter in the 5th spot. The Elemental Shaman in the 4th spot, the Mages are in the 3rd spot, Druids are in the 2nd spot, and we have the Warlock reigning supreme at number 1 Uno spot. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to know when we upload in the future, and please don't bite my head off if your class isn't number 1. Peace.